Welcome in to another episode of Profits Picks. We have one game on the slate today. We'll look at a side, we'll look at a total, and then we'll also go down and look at maybe a little more player props than usual since we only have one game on the slate today. And we'll start this one off. Lakers versus the Houston Rockets. Opening Lakers minus 5.5. We're seeing 5.5s out there. Total opening 220.5, and we've seen that dip down to 218. And I'll talk about the total first. I mean, I definitely understand the move on the total. Both of these teams, there were two great defensive teams in the bubble already. Lakers have been great on defense all year. But, I mean, we've seen it go down even more. It's been the slowest pace in the second round between these two teams. And the question I ask myself, or I think about, I often ask myself when I'm capping games, is who controls the pace. Usually the question is it going to be the home team or the better team? Well, there's no home team now. So it has to be the better team, in my opinion. It doesn't have to be, but more times than not, it will be the better team. And I think that's what we've seen. Lakers are the better team in this series. They would prefer to play a little bit slower, and they've been dictating that pace. Rockets, in my opinion, they prefer to play faster. They've been playing defense, yeah, but they prefer to go up and down and shoot as many threes as possible. That's how they have a better chance of winning. They're not going to win games where they shoot low volume threes. So my thinking in this one, if you like the Rockets in this game, you have to like this total to go over because you would think they'll want to increase the pace. I can understand that argument. That's the only way I see them really winning this game. But I mean, they can play faster. I just don't see them controlling the pace. The Lakers would have to not be focused in order for the Rockets to be controlling the pace. And I just see a team that just saw the Clippers go up 3-1. They know that's who they have to face next round. I think the Lakers don't waste time, and for that reason, I think they're focused. I think they come in and continue to control the pace, and I would agree with the line move. I think it can go under. Uh, I think the Lakers have a solid game plan to play against Houston defensively, and they're fine playing that slow game plan. So that's the way that I'll lean in that one. And if we look towards the side, I think I've kind of hinted at it maybe a little bit, but I have to look towards the Lakers. Houston Rockets, let's talk about them a little bit. They shot what? 40% from three in this previous game. They shot 47% from the field. They had less turnovers than the Lakers. How much better can they play? I mean, 40% from three, how much are you asking them to shoot? Granted, they didn't shoot a lot of them, but I mean, they shot the ball fairly well. I don't think you can ask or expect too much more from this team. They haven't been playing well in general. They've covered two out of their last 8 games, and they're coming off of what, 7 game series. I think we're maybe starting to see them be tired. They're going to be without Danwell House in this one. He's a starter who plays about 30 minutes, shoots 40% what from three. They're going to miss that guy, especially against one of the top tier teams here in the Lakers. Uh, the Houston Rockets were only able to go about 6 men deep. Two other guys played 10 minutes, so I'm not counting them. But really, they only played 6 guys. And you have to think that it's taking a toll on them coming off that 7 game series, playing another team like this here. The Lakers, on the other hand, their bench has been playing extremely well. Uh, Playoff Rondo, he's been really good for this team. He'll keep the unit going when LeBron James is off the floor. And the Lakers are able to play about 9 guys deep. And I think that's an advantage for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They haven't had to play so many minutes in comparison to James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I think that the Lakers bench continues to outplay the Houston Rockets bench. And I mean, if you're the Rockets, what can you possibly change? What can be the game plan here? I mean, you have the only thing you can do is play faster. And Lakers are capable of playing faster as well. I mean, let Russell Westbrook shoot, let him do what he wants to do, and slow down James Harden, and let the chips fall where they may. And Lakers are a good enough defensive team to trust them to do that. If you like Houston in this game, in my opinion, you'd have to like them early, maybe first quarter, first half. But I think you want to get in and out. I think James Harden maybe plays majority of the first quarter, so you probably want to look that way. But I do think the Lakers come in here focused, and I think that they bring it. Other things I'm looking at in this game, I'm gonna talk about a few player props here. We'll talk about the Rockets side first. I mean, first thing that comes to mind is Russell Westbrook. His triple double number. I mean, his points, rebound, assist number. I see is 37.5. I mean, I think it's reachable. It's doable because I think he's gonna have the opportunities to do it. I don't think he's that great of a shooter, but I think we'll leave him open enough, or he can hit some of those mid range shots. Maybe get to a couple of times, and he's always a triple double threat. So I can understand looking at him that way. But if I want to play on the Rockets, I think the guy I want to single out will have to be PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker, um, his 3 point prop is only at 1.5. He's going to be sitting in the corner waiting majority of the game on offense while Westbrook penetrates or Harden penetrates. That's his spot. I can see him knocking down two of those 3 pointers right there. Um, Especially, I mean, they have to count on 3 pointers from somewhere with House out. And another way I would look at PJ, I mean, his rebound prop sitting at 7 minus 110. He's had 11. We've seen him had 9. I think is very reasonable to ask for him to get 7 rebounds. So maybe even speaking about that, you could look for Tucker points, rebounds, assists. Although I don't think he really gets so many assists. If you could go points and rebounds, I probably like it better. But those are the two ways that I would look to play on PJ Tucker. And I would switch it up and go towards the Lakers side. Um, well, very interesting. I'll say these caught my eye. These are just honorable mentions. These are not ones that I really love or are going to play. But LeBron James and Anthony Davis blocks under. I saw Anthony Davis under 1.5 at plus 115. That would have cashed 2 out of the 3 games. LeBron James under 1.5 as well. I think, or no, under zero point 0.5. I just, I think those are interesting options. If I had to play one, I probably would lean towards the AD one. Okay, some more ones I like for the Lakers. If I had to pick the one I like the most, I mean, who's made the biggest difference for the Lakers? We said that the bench has been really great. Who's been holding that bench together a little bit or playing with that bench? And I think we have to look at Rondo. His assist total is only at 6.5. He's had 9 the past 2 games. He takes the pressure off of everybody else or gives Braun a break from having to play make and spoon feed everybody. And Rondo goes out there and does it. I think he does it again here today. 6.5. That's probably my favorite one on the props here today for Rondo. Other Lakers I would look at, we'll keep it on the assists, but Anthony Davis, this one is about plus 127 last I saw. His assist total over 3.5. He's had 4 assists, he's had 6 assists. In the game he didn't make it, he had 1. But if they double team him, or even just him just finding open men, I think it's a great opportunity for him to get 4 or more, especially at plus money. I think it's worth the stab. So I like that one there. And the last guy I'll look at for the Lakers, I mean, Kuzma. You've seen his minutes increase a little bit. He got 20 minutes game 1, 20 minutes game 2, increased to 24 minutes in game 3, and maybe he gets a little bit more in this next one. But the 2 games where he got, or the past 2 games, he scored 13 points, he scored 14 points. They're only asking him to score 13 again. So over 12.5 points minus 105, I think is a very decent look for Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, I think those are the props that I'm looking at there. I will say, I want to clarify, the Russell Westbrook one is not really my action. I just said I can understand it. If I had to play on him, I probably would try to find some plus money on a triple double prop. So we'll recap really quick. I'll lean towards the Lakers. I'll lean towards the under. Props. We got Rondo over 6.5 assists. PJ Tucker over 1.5 3-pointers. PJ Tucker over 7 rebounds. Kuz over 12.5 points. Anthony Davis over 3.5 assists. Thank you for rocking with me on another episode of Profits Picks. Best of luck if you tell. Good luck on all of your action. We have another show tomorrow. We'll have 2 games again tomorrow. So let's take advantage of that. And let's just have a good day.